Alright guys, this is another little update video, probably the one that'll actually get posted because it's the only one that'll have useful tips. This is the giant sword club I'm working on. I was gonna make it a Xiphos, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do these secondary curves and make it a leaf-shaped blade, because it'll give it more weight if I just have that tip on it and not those. I don't know, I'm still working on it, but learning moment here. I painted the template on there. I had a paper template and I glued it down with some super glue and covered it with spray paint, so it made a nice imprint. But that's not really what the learning curve is. The learning curve here is the angle grinding. As you can see, my handle cuts are a little weird and wonky. I started with a straight marking line, but when I was going to actually make the plunge cuts into it with the angle grinder, the angle got a little off and it went a little down right here. And so I've learned that you have to be careful with your angle grinder cuts, as they will move on you. Like this one, I made a nice tracing line cut right here. When I actually started to cut on it, my angle got wonky and went down. Let me grab another piece of... My angle got wonky and went down this way into this, and it's like, still kind of goes to the curve, so it's just not messing it up, but you know, yeah, messed it up. It's a learning curve. Learning curve. I've also found out that you gotta be gentle. You can't force the angle grinder. Can't force it. Now, I'm probably some, angle grinding master's gonna watch this and laugh at me for being a dumbass, but I don't have a great, angle grinding master teacher of a, angle grinding master of a teacher to teach me this stuff. You gotta learn it on my own. Can't force the angle grinder, because if you force it, you're gonna hate using the angle grinder for stuff like this. Which, God forbid, if I had a plasma cutter or a cutting torch, I'd be done by now. I'd be shaping it by now. And, refining the pattern, but, yeah. You can't force it, you just gotta let it work, because if you force it too hard, it'll start to jump around and move around on you, and then you'll really start to hate it. You just gotta, pretty little light pressure, and let it do its thing. And as you can see, I've got a little bit of a space right here, where it didn't cut all the way through. And that's because, disc, round geometry and whatnot, not being able to get into that angle very well. I'm probably going to get it from the other side and niche it right down here, just a little bit. Actually, I think I'll take a hacksaw to that. Actually, a hacksaw blade, and I'll come in from right there and get it right here on this side. And then, I'm not going to do it all the way, I'm just going to get it just a little bit. And then I'm going to take my big old red painted sledgehammer here and whack it until it breaks off. Because that's what I did on this side. I had a point here, a point in the middle somewhere, and then a point over here, because my cut on this side, you see how it's weird and angled? My cuts got weird. My cuts got weird. And it messed it up. And because of that, I'm probably going to have to rework the handle just a little bit and, refigure out what I'm going to do for the handle. Yeah. Also, it's important to, getting the metal hot, it kind of messes up with the paint. So occasionally, you might want to take a Sharpie and try and retrace out your template just a little bit, so you can have some reference points. Sorry about that, I got a little mini Sharpie and I've chewed on the end and the thing keeps coming off. I mean, it sucks because that's normally where I hold it. It was right there on that thing. And you just retrace out your lines. Oh, and be careful, it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. Not even showing anything. Trying to focus on the actual work and not the filming. You see, I just retraced out the, I don't know if you actually can see it. I just retraced it out with the Sharpie. I'm gonna go for this side of the line is what I'm gonna aim for when I'm cutting and shaping. But yeah. Alright, well that's it for this little bit of update for this. This one will get posted, and then I'll post a video of when I finish it. Because after I finish cutting it out and shaping it, I'm going to grind all the scale and whatnot off of it. I'm going to sand it down. I'm probably going to get some flat discs from Angle Grinder and grind it down. Grind all the scale off of it and all the paper mill off of it. And then I'm going to paint it after I put an edge on it. And I'll do a video with that. See you later, guys.